Our degree is in human nutrition and food science.
Yeah.
So in college, we got to learn about both.
Yeah.
And we got to do things like take field trips to a food processing plant. So one of these giant food processors who sends their produce to various stores and restaurants and establishments. We got to see the behind the scenes, and we were pretty surprised to see they actually will pick things very often before they're ripe. So they have not had the chance to completely ripen, completely mature in their nutrition. They will store them in these rooms to keep them unripened, and they'll spray a gas on them so that way they don't ripen. And then when they're ready to start shipping them out and sending them to whoever is going to be distributing these foods, they'll then ripen them with something like an ethylene gas. And that's a naturally occurring gas in food, but it's not a natural process, right? They're keeping them unripened for a lot longer. They're very, very rapidly ripening them. And then who knows how long those foods have been sitting there in the grocery store. The comment that I've always heard is, oh man, once you eat farmers market strawberries or farmers market produce, you can taste the difference. And that difference is very clear because a lot of times at the farmers market, they are picking that morning at 3 a.m. and then bringing it to that 8 a.m. farmers market. They've picked it the day before. So they're picking it at peak ripeness, and then they're bringing it over to you. You may say, I don't have farmers markets near me, so that's not accessible. We don't all live in California. Buy frozen, because they also are picking it at peak freshness, peak ripeness, and then they're freezing it. I will say one caveat to that, and I guess one downside to buying frozen is the packaging. So yes, you are going to get a lot more plastic when you're doing this, but it will retain nutrients, and it's a good gut way to get in more produce. Because as I was saying, sometimes people can't tolerate all the fiber that's in different things. Think of kale, think of things that are very rough. There's different levels of tolerance to fiber. So if you're soaking things, freezing things, cooking things, blending things, pressure cooking things, all those methods are basically pre-digesting or pre-breaking down the fiber for you, making it more likely that you can digest it well. We do know a lot of people who have SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, any type of dysbiosis, or even IBS, can often have leaky gut. And when somebody has leaky gut, they might not be producing enough digestive enzymes. And so when you're pre-digesting things and you're using these assistants, these aids to help you digest, that can make it easier for you to eat and digest. So we're huge fans of frozen.